How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me know if the audio is good, because I'm on a Bluetooth and I'm in the airport and it's kind of noisy and shit. So just let me know if the audio is intact. And we're going to chop it up. We're going to shoot the shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm even going to open up the line to bring people in. And when I bring people in, I want to build, you know, no offense to anybody. I would definitely would like to build, you know, just to check and see how everybody's day was. Now, the $1 million question is, where do we go after this 222? Like, where we headed, you know, when the day is over, when midnight hits, as niggas turning back into pumpkins and whatnot? Or did we just walk through a different type of threshold? Are we in a new, you know, is this the upgrade? You know what I'm saying? Is there a shift? Because it is the Pluto return. So keep in mind that the stars are aligned. The Pluto return did not, the last time Pluto return was up in this biatch, that's when, quote unquote, America was founded, you know. Shout out to all of my brothers and sisters that are out there teach, you know what I mean? Breaking down, doing their due diligence, and digging up the dry bones, and, you know, revising his storybooks, his story, right? They say there's a folklore that says that the hunter tells the tale of the lion who was hunted. The lion does not tell its story. The hunter does. So his story, what we've been learning and shit, needs to be unlearned, because it's from the perspective of the hunter. So all of the brothers, shout out to Turtle Gang, shout out to Dane Calloway, shout out to Top Cat, shout out to my brother Talik. There's another brother who's on the internet. He's a young brother. His name starts with a K. I don't want to mispronounce it, but he be digging into the history. You know, everybody that's out there doing the work. There's a lot of y'all. They've exposed the fact that America, when it was founded, you know, we are so, quote unquote, uneducated. Yeah, panic, of course. We're so uneducated, but I'm mostly talking about the historians, right? I'm speaking about the historians who are correcting the misinterpretation of his story. Those are the ones. Shout out to King Simon in the building, of course. The Numera Veda, you know what I mean? Today is that day, King. Today is that day. The brothers who are digging up the dry bones and correcting a lot of misconceptions that have plagued us. And they've plagued us because, you know, what you believe is what you perceive. So many of our people have these quote unquote viruses, or we have malware in our system. I'm speaking in computer terms so you could understand what I mean. Inside of our hard drives, there's malware, there's bugs and whatnot, there's quote unquote viruses and whatnot. Those viruses is the shit that they taught us when we were in like elementary school. Our programming has us fucked up, and it has us looking at ourselves other than. We don't see the greatness in ourselves. You gotta beat it into, you gotta almost whoop it into, give me that switch. You gotta beat it into people. I suffer from doubt. You know what I mean? I've suffered from, you know, not being able to see myself, like how Donda told Kanye that the giant doesn't see themselves in the mirror. I've suffered from being scared of heights, right? Not wanting to really be that high up, you know what I'm saying? Being afraid of heights. Only because I can identify that my programming at a very young age was deliberately meant to debilitate me. It was deliberately meant to make me subservient. And although I broke out of those chains, You know, my hard drive is not completely wiped clean. And these things will surface every now and then. So I have strong people around me. Shout out to everybody that's been around to support me, speak life into me, help me to see my greatness and things of that nature, has been patient with me. You know, that has been very instrumental in me seeing who I really is. Shout out to Sir Bay in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sir Bay. Shout out to everybody who's opened up their clubhouses to me and Blue Pill. They were courteous, because y'all don't have to do that. You know what I'm talking about? That's not something that everybody has to do. Shout out to everybody at the YouTube platform that has trusted me and my brother's word and our information to be precise, because you just can't put somebody on your platform if they don't have the right information, or if their name is not good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Or hood. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful. I have to say that I'm not above nobody. I'm grateful for everybody that believes in me, because if you believe in me, I believe in you. And we got to start on belief. And then we head to faith. And after that, that's where the magic takes place. But, you know, we got to believe in each other. And when I approach my people, I approach my people with compassion, because I know if I knew that we all grew up with the silver spoon and we was given the right information, then I wouldn't really have too much compassion for these niggas. I would be on their necks, and I'd be like, yo, you disrespecting your mama, you disrespecting your ancestors, you disrespecting your master teachers. But I know that a large majority of us, we just getting this information in the last 10 years, 20 years. I'm 46. I had to unlearn 30 some odd years of pure niggatry. Even with my father and my mother and Dr. Sabi and my elders, to groom me and to instill, you feel me, information and character, amongst other things, you know, into my being. They poured into us, and that still wasn't enough. So the spell is thick, my niggas. The spell is thick, and the streets is a fucking quicksand. It will take you under. The shit had me in zombie mode for mad long. I'm not proud of my street repertoire. I don't walk around with that on the chip of my shoulder. I don't use that to get into doors anymore. Even if there's a door that I gotta use my street repertoire to walk through, I'm not walking through that door. Thank you for buying the badge, my G. I appreciate you when it's two. I'm not walking through that door. I don't need none of them niggas from that life that I live to verify me. They can't certify me. They can't verify me. You feel me? They really, you know, they need me more than I need them. You know, they need me more than I come around to me before I ever come back to you. I'm not going backwards. I see you niggas at the vegan party. You know what I'm talking about? I see you at the platinum vegan party. I see you at the raw food sip. I see you niggas at a paint and sip. A vegan paint and sip. You know what I mean? Pull up, my niggas, because you'll never find me in the places that I was in before. I'm not backtracking. I'm not going to party with the Merovingians. I'm not pulling up to, you know, the motherfucking dive bar. You know what I mean? I'm not pulling up to the hole in the wall to hang out with you niggas and hold the wall up. No more. You like the old videos on 125th? I appreciate that. You know, and that's even, you know, that was a beautiful time in my life. But I could honestly say in all sincerity that is. I'll bring you in and bring the sound back home. Somebody request and I'll bring you in. Oh, the sound is back? Oh, what we fucking do? Look at that. Oh, we good? Okay. The camera done zoomed in on the nigga. Trying to zoom it back. Alright, so good. We good. I can take this out. So, boom. Yeah, first and foremost, mine is lit. You know what I'm talking about? We outside. You know what I mean? Shit is real good. I'm waiting for Donda 2 to start. You know what I mean? Does anybody know if it started yet? I'm waiting for Donda 2 to start. If anybody is in Miami and y'all want to do any type of consultation or pop-up, hit me up. I'll be out there this weekend. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? What do I think about 222? What do I think about 222? 222. What up, Ken? I'll be out there tomorrow, Ken. Let's get up. We got to build, my brother. I see you out there cooking. You know what I'm talking about? I definitely want to chop it up. Matter of fact, we got to hit the beach up and get it in. You know what I mean? Get that workout in. 2222. Somebody is asking me what I think about that. Well, I started out this video speaking about the Pluto return, and what I was mentioning and what I was talking about is that you know, we are here. We are here. You know me. It is time for us to step into our power. It is time for us to realize where we are in regards to time-space continuum. We should take some time to rejoice. You know, it was told to me that I need to celebrate. There's a time for celebration. Then there's a time for revelation. Then there's a time to put in that work and whatnot. But my question to y'all would be, like, when do we celebrate? You know, when do we enjoy ourselves? When do we pop a bottle or two? You feel me? You know, and I'm not talking about in a sense of what our former selves or what we were doing in the knuckle dragger world. I'm talking about, when are we going to celebrate our greatness? When are we going to celebrate the fact that a majority of us was able to hold out and we don't have, quote unquote, nanobots in our blood? You know what I mean? What about the fact that some of us, against all odds, baby mamas, fathers and mothers, family members, co-workers, lovers, right, were pressuring us to go along, to get along. Remember that? It was like last week. Remember we didn't get invited to Thanksgiving? Remember we didn't get invited to the Christmas tree lighting? Remember we didn't get invited to the fucking baby reveal and whatnot because we didn't have the Jabberwocky? And we was like, you know what? Although my ego is crushed and I'm somewhat hurt because I can't be with my knuckle dragger friends right now, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I'm gonna just find a new set of friends, or I'm just gonna be a loner until this shit blows over. So I'm so impressed with that small contingency of our people, right? Not to negate everybody else, but that to me is the highest form of self-love. Okay? That to me is the highest form of self-love. You could talk about certain things, but you will be tested. That's what they told me. You could talk about, but you will be tested. So as we move further down the line, because time is centrifugal, so as we move further into the cycle, the tests are going to become more, quote unquote, unavoidable. Because we was avoiding shit before we got tested. People used to wear the clothing of consciousness, or they were sounding consciousness or looking like it. It wasn't too much that was out there that was that was testing you, so you would have to show and prove. And then this C-19 thing rolled out and they was testing your jaw. Niggas got their jaws tested. Stay home. Niggas stood home. Put a mask on. Niggas put a mask on. Get a shot. Niggas got shot. Right? So then I be like, damn, well, what the fuck? Was all of the master teachers teaching in vain? You niggas have the whole Hidden Color collection and you still got the shot. You niggas binged on 100 hours of Bobby Hemmett and you still got the shot. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas got Dr. Africa tattoo and you wearing Dr. Savvy Genesis t-shirts and you still got the shot. That just means you was mentally masturbating. You wasn't really about that life and you really didn't know that you was being tested. And I'm not here to judge. I'm here to smudge. And I'm not here to shame anybody. Like I said on Blue Pills Live, I'm not finna Johnson & Johnson shame you, Pfizer shame you, because I would be a hypocrite. There's family members of mine who I love dearly. You understand? I love dearly. And they have a place in my heart that nobody on this planet has. And they got the jab. So I'm not here to make fun of nobody. I'm not here to point fingers or try to shame nobody. Because I don't want to curse my loved ones. However, I'ma just speak the truth because they was at the dinner table talking crazy about me. They was at the fucking, you know what I mean? They was at Easter talking crazy about your boy. You know what I'm talking about? So all I would have to say is, you know, y'all all right? In the words of Bobby Hemmett, y'all all right? You know what I'm talking about, ladies who didn't get the jab, you know, your yoni is platinum right now. Fellas who didn't get the jab, you know what I'm talking about? You know, you got points right now on the board. You like a walking NFT. You're non-fungible, my nigga. Do something with that. I know summer's around the corner. Ladies, don't go to the Curl Fest and let a knuckle dragger slide up on you and fuck up your whole temple. You know what I'm talking about? Don't go to Henny Palooza and have a few shots and then you know what I mean, and then get infected with vaccinated peen. You don't want that. What did Dr. Savvy tell you? You don't want that. You know what I mean? You need to move differently in these streets this summer. You need to move different. You know how they got diamond testers? We need to come up with a vax tester. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to move differently. You feel me? Don't let the Tinder swindler get you in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hot outside. And then you did all of this, you know, resistance for months. And then you just get knocked down by the nigga at Henny Palooza with 3 shots. We should call a moratorium on shit like that. What do y'all think? You know what I'm talking about? What do y'all think? Y'all gonna be highly sought after. Hold the motherfucking fort. You know what I mean? We need some chastity belts in these streets, because, you know, that's not what's, that's, I don't, not on 2. No, my nigga, you made it this far. Others didn't. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with it? That's the question. You made it this far. You know what I mean? What you gonna do with it? You gonna let these niggas pull up on you with that highly toxic sperm? No. Baby coming out looking like a toxic Avenger, say hell to the nah. Because think about it. What's more important? Let's talk agriculture. Is it a bad seed or is it bad soil? What creates a fucked up tree with bad fruit? Is it the bad seed? Because fertilizer grows things, right? It's the bad seed, right? It's not really always the bad soil, because you could put a good seed in bad soil and grow some motherfucking good fruit. You know what I mean? But if you put some bad seeds in good soil, you fucked. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I'm talking to the ladies first and foremost. Things that make you say, You know what I mean? Things that'll make you say, But I am using this day, you know, I'm not going to get on Mark Zuckerberg's internet and start acting all fake metaphysical on 222. I'm going to use 222 to just give y'all flowers and to tell y'all are some of the most valued, right? Y'all are some of the most forward thinking. Y'all are some of the most freest people. Y'all are some of the freest people on the planet right now. And I'm not saying that to just bluff you and whatnot. I'm dead ass. You know what I mean? I'm dead ass. And they don't even have nothing to do with resisting the shot. It just has something to do with the fact that when it really boils down to it, people who are actively searching for themselves, people who are on the frequency of man know thyself, woman know thyself, people who are on the frequency to improve themselves and to refine themselves, people who are on the frequency to self-love on themselves, people who are on the frequency to help others, who pour into others, right? Y'all are the balance. What the fuck would this world look like if you did not exist? What would this world look like if you were not on the front lines? What would this existence be like if you were not there to balance all of the fuckery that we experience? And, you know, and it was void of the wisdom. It was void of the beauty. It was void of the light. It was void of the breakthroughs. We would all be jumping off of buildings. You know what I'm talking about? Because I wouldn't be able to take it in this world. So I'm thankful. I'm going to say on 2222, it's about the people and the people. I'm thankful. I'm not going to give it up to the stars and the alignment. I'm going to say on this Pluto return, I'm looking at the people and I'm like, yo, nigga, we made it. We're good. You know what I'm talking about? Please be able to see it like that. You know, I go through bouts of anxiety and depression, especially in the wintertime, because I'm a winter child. I was born in November, and winter to me is a death season, right? And I'm a Scorpio, so we go through some real deep, dark shit. You know, don't judge me. And, you know, it would be remiss of me if I were not to say that when I was able to get pulled out of those sunken places or those deep, dark places, it's the people. It's usually the people. It's the supporters. It's the people who are, you know, I might run into a random video of somebody shining their light, and that shit wakes me up, and it helps. You know, some of us have oracles that are appointed to us. Some of us have, you know, teachers and stuff like that. Some of us have our you know, people who come into our lives that are like, you know, spirit guides and whatnot. You know, I would leave the community to with the word to just say, continue to refine yourselves. Continue, don't be afraid to apply the information, and whatever works for you, if it works for you, work that shit. Because everything don't work for everybody, and everything is not for everybody. But if it worked for you, then work it. I promise you. You can look around and see this shit is real, because people are working this information. They're working it. They're turning it into gold. Real talk. Work this shit. Because find your uncomfort zone. Find your niche.